Alright, what's up guys? It's Edge, and this is some Battlefield 3 gameplay. That was a nice kill right there. Actually, I recorded the commentary for this already, but I forgot I had my mic muted to record this gameplay just a couple hours before. It was before my soccer game. So this match, I started off doing really well. The film is starting a quarter of the way through, because I forgot to record. I was so frustrated, because I got like a long shot and a couple of double kills before I started recording, and it was going to make for an even better gameplay, but I decided to record anyway, and it turned out to be a decent game from then on as well. But you'll see my performance will like steadily decline as the game goes on, just because I kind of got to that point where your game isn't all that great, you know. You kind of play too long and you get a little bit bored, and then you get frustrated, and that's actually kind of what happened to Call of Duty, which is why I started playing Battlefield, or giving it another try pretty much. I just kind of got a little bit bored at the moment for it, because I wasn't doing too hot, and I felt like there wasn't as much skill involved in Call of Duty as there is in Battlefield, so I said, you know what, I'm going to give Battlefield another try, and my time with Call of Duty had really helped me out, I think, in Battlefield, because it was a little baby step, a little bridge to over the gap of skill that I needed to play Battlefield and have fun with it. So I finally got there, and I started getting kills here, and I'm pretty happy with my performance. I'm like halfway through the pack and standings, maybe even the top half. So I'm feeling pretty happy with myself. I'm probably gonna go play some more of this later. That was a nice kill right there. I couldn't get him up on that beam, but then I got him after. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a lot more Battlefield coming from now on, as well as Call of Duty is gonna keep coming, and Minecraft. I'm still into that as well. But maybe Battlefield and Call of Duty a little more than Minecraft at the moment. But I'm sure it's just a little stage, whereas Minecraft, it seems like it's gonna go on forever. To be honest, I don't really know if it's ever coming down from the top. So got a nice little bipod there. I don't use it at all though. I like the heavy barrel that I'm using on this gun. What's this gun called? I'm forgetting what it's called right now. It's an M something, like an M16A something. Just keep an eye out for it if you want. But yeah, I've got an ACOG scope, a heavy barrel, and a foregrip on it, so my accuracy is pretty good. And yeah, so that's really key for me, especially on a map like this, which is one of my favorite maps now, by the way. It's about mid-range most of the time, so, well, it's a little in between, because you see, in like the center of the map you get short range, on the outside you get long, and then in between you get middle. So that's pretty cool. Man, I said all this before. That's right though. So yeah, this is one of my favorite maps because it's mostly mid-range, but you throw in a little long range and short range in there every once in a while. Short range, of course, is what I feel the easiest, and it's probably why Call of Duty does so well, because it's so easy to kill someone short range. It's all about, it's partly about luck, partly about who has the better gun for it, and there's a tiny bit of skill in there and reaction time, but it's not anything compared to the other two factors. So yeah, that's how I feel. One of the reasons why Battlefield is different than Call of Duty is that it takes a lot more skill, because you gotta, it's longer distances in Battlefield for the most part. Another reason why I think this video is going to transform into like one of these compare and contrast videos, but that's alright. Another reason why I think Battlefield is different than Call of Duty is because I think, or why Call of Duty seems so much easier, is because I think Battlefield's hitboxes for the players are a lot smaller, whereas on Call of Duty it seems like it almost aimbots for you every once in a while. But really I think it's just because the area you have to hit in order to injure the player is a lot bigger than on Battlefield. Battlefield is more precise and accurate to their body size, whereas on Call of Duty you can just shoot them a couple inches off their foot and they'll die. So I think it's more fun. It can be more fun if you're just starting out with shooters to play Call of Duty, but once you really get into the game, Battlefield just feels a lot better. It feels like you're earning your kills a lot more. It feels like the better players get the kills and the worst players get killed. So I mean, that's not really good for. I think that's not really as good for the franchise because it makes newcomers not feel as welcome or as encouraged to play. But I think for the guys that are there for a while, like I have finally gotten past that point where I've been there long enough to know. I've been playing the game long enough to know the feel for it and to get the skills down that I need to get kills. This is the point where there's going to be a long speed up footage here because I start going at this little house thing and I just keep getting hit and I'm getting really pissed off, so I keep going at the house, just making the jobs easier for themselves. So yeah, that's partially why the gameplay content isn't as good for the next couple of minutes, and it kind of declines from the beginning of the match to the end. It's also probably because I was getting ready for a soccer game and I was like, oh, I don't want to be late, so I gotta hurry up and finish this round, and rushing myself just didn't help. But it's not like this is a professional sport or anything. I'm just having fun playing a game, so it doesn't really mean that much to me. But I still want to put out good content for you guys. Still get another kill. Most of my kills are still short-range kills, but like I said before, I did have a couple long-range ones in here, especially towards the beginning when I was on fire. But most of the kills I have are short range though, because I'm not as good a player as most of these guys are. Yeah, that guy in that building right there was just whooping me, and it was pissing me off. But I kept going, and I get a couple more kills in this clip. So yeah. What else did I talk about? The differences between Battlefield and Call of Duty. Longer range in Battlefield, bigger hitbox for Call of Duty. I'm not sure what else there is, but it's kind of like Battlefield has this feel of that it's more realistic in that you get a lot more kick. Look at that prime example right there. You cannot just hold down the trigger and fire and squeeze out your full clip. You won't hit the guy. You gotta go slow and hit bursts when they're that far away. And in Call of Duty, you could just spray him and your sights wouldn't go anywhere. You just keep hitting him. Also, you have that bigger hitbox, so even if your sights jiggle around a little bit and you kind of lose a little aim, it's not nearly as bad as in Battlefield, where if you go and try to spray someone, you're just gonna miss. You're not even gonna touch him. You might hit one bullet on him. And there's another good example, I guess. That one I kind of should have no-scoped him and gotten, because he was dodging back and forth and I wasn't really keeping my ACOG scope lined up. I should have probably hip-fired him, but that's alright. It's alright. I do better later. Here's another good kill. Using the burst theory right there, just a couple shots and then releasing. Obviously, it's not like holding down a couple shots and releasing. It's more like tapping the mouse a little bit. So yeah, I get hit from the side a couple of times here, and that's one of the things that really pisses me off when I play these shooters, is when you're like aiming your scopes at one guy. There's a couple more good examples of that here. Aiming your scope at one guy and you get hit from the side or get hit from behind. You're just like, really, dude? It's none of your business. Let me take this guy out. It's kinda how I feel. But anyways, yeah, this is where the clip starts getting to be the worst of it. I'm really not getting any kills. Get that new gun. It's pretty sweet. I'm using it a little bit. I think there was one more thing I talked about, but I can't really remember it. Oh yeah, I talked kind of about what I've been doing in this game and in previous games, now with Battlefield, that I think is another big difference between Call of Duty. So in Call of Duty, you run straight for the action. You go straight to the middle of the map where all the guys are, because you want to get your piece of the action. You want to try and come away with the most kills. And, well, at least that's my habit. That's my, what I do. It's not necessarily all that great, but it seems to be like what I fall back on, what my natural tendency is to just run in there, guns blazing, and hope for the best. Whereas here in Battlefield, I'm taking my time a little bit more. I'm kind of staying on the sides of the map where it's more mid-range kills, which is my strong suit, and I'm kind of just taking it easy and trying to get a couple of kills at a time, keeping only a couple of enemies in my area at once, so I don't get overwhelmed with firepower and I don't draw too much attention. And that's the final kill right there on the guy that killed me. We won the game. Whoop whoop. And there is the stats for that game. I did alright, not too bad. So that's about it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.